Lord Velamir's castle from its rightful owner, the Velamir dynasty. You, player, will you seek to rule the castle, or will you fall beneath? Oh, is that some text coming in? Very, very, very faintly, I can see a font on the demon. Yeah, here we go. Press 9. Yeah, I got to relive that because I didn't recognise the acronym again.
Mug tree.
Yeah, can I please see some TYFTTPILTSNPPITILTSCSGFGTFTMs in the chat for thank you for triggering the printing press.
Mug tree. Mug tree.
Can the compliment list not have...
egg.
Sorry, can the compliment list not have shit against me in it, please? Can the compliment stream be kind? Thank you, this will come with that. Thank you so much. Everything always works. Shut up. Fuck off. I couldn't even read it because it went off the screen. Okay, well... Uh, oh God. Did a kitten knock that out the window?
Milk tree.
I've adopted the winner's mindset.
Could you talk? Could you expand a bit more on that? Actually,
Yeah, I
not
should.
sure I've
Yeah.
picked
How
that
much
up.
how much are you willing to pay?
10 more points.
Okay, yeah, the winner's mindset is it's like a wicker for men, and it allows you to
Wicker?
Yeah, it's wicker for men. Have we?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah. What?
It's
Wicker?
wicker for men.
What do you mean wicker for men?
It's wicker for men.
I don't. I know you keep saying it, but I don't. What do you mean wicker for men?
Maggie's got it. The winner's mindset.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
The forest at night. There's going to be one here. There's going to be one here as well. I don't know what you are. I don't know what that was. Oh God! No! Why did Mono recommend me a game with little spiders in the forest at night? What? Why? No! 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 Why am I playing this? The escape hatch. Oh, okay. Oh, no, no. Okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. Okay, I do have a jetpack. Oh, it's not doing enough. Okay, I'm... No, no, no. What on earth? What is this? What am I? That's bad, though. I think that's actually not so good. No, maybe it's good. No, probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Great. Oh yeah, beam. Bread. 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 This is nice. Oh no. Oh no. It's become not nice. Oh no. High alert. Yeah, can't like me. He just wants to see the wizard's house. Oh, well, maybe it's just called that. Maybe it's you know, it's just an area owned by Lord Spider.
If I'm a mod, then I can. Oh, okay.
I think they're gonna die. Oh no, I've got lots of worries, thank you. I think this one will solve it. What's that cup? The
Holy
mad...
Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail.
The big mad cup.
Obviously, you bit your grandchild.
Hello and welcome. You are witnessing my life. I am tangentially aware of yours. Good Monday, good afternoon. I am Sean Morley, and this is my Twitch channel. You have tuned in, and the question remains, why? Hello, I hope you're all doing well. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I banished you. Why are you here? Hello, Grugger Smith. Thank you for the resub.
My brain is.
If you do have an
utterly
answer to that
fucked.
burning question, let me know. Let him stay. No, he's banished. He's supposed to be in the Shadow Realm. He knows what he did. I hope we're all doing well. Bring him back. All right, then. There you go. You happy? Does that make you Does that kind of thing make you happy? Does that kind of thing make you happy, does it? This is our sponsor, yeah. Do you get happy when you see this? Madness. Oh, there's still a bit of the cave back there. Okay, push that back down. Push that further down in the mix. Why are you still? There we go. Is it good in the pattern? Is it good sort of embedded in the mesh of squares? Is that nice? Whose birthday is it? Ask me that in 2 days. Ask me that in 2 days and my thumb will intend towards my nose. But today I'll simply shrug. I'll shrug like a Spider-Man. Is it good in the mesh like this? It's my friend's link. Can we have happy birthday, Liam? HBL in the chat. Can we all say happy birthday, Liam? You can clip this if you like. Liam, have such a happy birthday from everyone here at Sean Morley Streams. We want to wish you such a great day and have a top one. Hey, don't get too drunk, hey? Hey? Hello? Typical Capricorn behaviour from who? Them? They're a Sagittarius. Thanks, Grugger. Let me know how Liam thinks of it. Thank you all for tuning in, especially to Liam if it's your birthday. I don't think you're here, though. Thank you for basically giving up trashing, wasting your afternoon with me, looking at the beavers. And I am grateful. And I want to thank specifically the Stringy Tram, Rosanna 20,736, the Niceys Tweezers, Slice Me Nice, the Gassy 2-chloro-3 methyl pentane spiffing, the Pubic Whisperer B&M Bandit, the Bunged Up Shotgun Crushing Ceiling, the Wooden Sponge Johnny Knees, Welcome, Baldy3 and Adamantium. Welcome, Mighty Fighty Shushbugs. Can I give them a more point, please? The Bogging Grandma, Nikki Not Whimsy. I'm sorry to hear about that, Das Keto. And my old friend Jambud. The Red Rabbit, John Cullen. Stongen Lustgristle, the Dead Hog, as Albert, the Communist Counter, Boomfunks, the Nice-Pilled Merkin, Bummatron, the Cloven Rabbit, Lemon Poodle. This is all your fault, Moral Recordings. This stream is being watched by Darley Sam. Oh yeah, prove it. The Groovy Willow, Dragon Garland. I've met him and he's underwhelming. It's Grugger Smith. Hello everyone, I hope you are happy. I hope you are all neatly installed in the stream. Plates off laps, eyes open, and brain on high alert. Can you get your bonus more point, please? Yep. Yep. I like the industrious nature of someone who reaches out and grabs with both hands one additional more point. I streamed some Timberborn many moons ago, and I liked it. It's a little colony management game where you play as a little beaver. Well, you don't. You play as sort of the invisible hand of sort of beaver's hive mind as they try to survive and live a good life together. This is the sponsored stream. I did not pay for this game. I received it for free. So take everything I say with a pinch of salt, I guess. I'm biased. I'm biased with gratitude for free Steam keys. And if I'm able to clear certain challenges while playing at any point, I guess, in the next month or so, then I will gain in turn some Steam keys for this game that I can raffle off in the Discord. Speaking of which, there is a poll up in the Discord regarding a new Mall Society stream to see if people want one and if we definitely have enough speakers to assemble one. The Mall Society, if you've not seen one before, is it's like a heavily nicheified TEDx style showcase from members of the community who are encouraged to talk about whatever niche special interest they like in whatever level of granular detail they wish. It is a celebration of specificity, all followed by little Q&As. How many speakers does it take? Not really that many. I could look up the itinerary of last year's. I just didn't want to... Mall Society, how many did we have last year? I didn't want to risk running a cropper of just not quite having enough. But last year we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that was plenty. That was a whole evening. So even just 7 is fine. I think 5 or 6 is enough to go ahead with. Yeah, I wouldn't. Honestly, if you tried to get my community to change a light bulb, someone would go to hospital. And I want to say someone will go to hospital and the light bulb will be changed. I think just someone goes to hospital. And they won't even be injured. They've just got the wrong address. Okay, game coming up. That's game audio and now game video. Are we in business? That's too loud. That's still kind of loud. Is that all right? Maybe down a bit more. Are we good? Levels nice? Levels cool? Levels feeling pleasant? Sounds good. Great. One of the challenges, which is honestly what got me excited, was do we want normal? Do we want hard? Let's do normal. Let's just play it normal. I'm still learning. Is that there's a building you can make in your colony, and it lets you customize the beaver's tails, and you can upload images onto the beaver's tail. So the challenge I have is to upload my profile picture onto the beaver's tails. But once we've done that, we will have the customization shops for all the beavers. And if you'd like me to rename any of the beavers, anything, I think that creates a sense of narrative that we'd all enjoy. Thank you, the Burnzoid. I've taken. I was quite tired today. I was quite tired today and didn't want to wear my stupid, smelly stream shirt. What would you like to call your settlement? this is a question for everyone. What should we call our settlement? All the beavers would have dong tails. You mean tails that just depict a dong? Like the currency of... What's dong? The currency of Vietnam? Have you considered washing the stream shirt? What do you mean? What do you mean, Dragon? This is still a new feature that I'm very much trying to train people into. It works. It's a new form of collective typing that works with letting people vote on what letter gets typed in next. If any letter gets 5 votes, it gets typed in. You can also type lock, or you can type delete. These do not add letters; they just lock. If that gets 5 votes, it means you've completed typing. You've locked that in. And delete, perhaps predictably, makes you go back a character. Just hang a bit of pine in the stream chat. I think it probably just needs a good old-fashioned wash. Okay, I can see that U is doing quite well, so I'm guessing it's going to be bum. If we're lucky and people are feeling industrious, it might be Bumtown or Bumville. But I can guarantee now it will at least be bum. Oh, it could be butt, yeah. We could go for kind of a 90s Saturday morning American cartoon version of Bumtown. No, it's going to be bum, isn't it? Could be bub, could be bug. Yeah, bum. It was always going to be bum, wasn't it? Well, yeah, Mike, you said it could be bum on Trent, yeah? Could be bum. If you want to go for sort of a British sounding place name, this might appeal to you. It could be Bum Cum Butt, which would refer to, I think, a valley or a river that connects the regions of Bum and Butt, which, of course, people do kind of have on their arses, so a sort of valley that connects the bum and the butt. Okay, yeah, the hyphen's in. The hyphen's in. Very good. Very nice. Let me just sort of type out as we're going. What would you like to call your settlement? Bum hyphen. Bum upon hull. The O is getting a big lead here. It could be Bumotron in honor of Bumatron. Okay, yeah. Bumoshanter. Bum O'Donald. Bum on the Wold, that's quite nice. It could be Bum of Green Gables. Oh, don't do Bumatron then, that's his we would have to pay. Yeah, delete the hyphen and just do an exclamation mark and just be like, bum on. Bum on tea. One person's trying to lock on bum on tea. Bum on tea is fine, yeah. Okay, so what's winning? R and H. Yeah, fair enough. I can see options there. Could be bum on tree. Okay, bum on. I'm guessing we're going to get an R or an E next. Okay, yeah, sure. Lots of votes in for E. Only one more needed for bum on thee, a kind of Shakespearean retort. Mercutio says bum on thee. I feel like we're going to have 2 hyphens. Do we want that? Oh, is it really bum on the wold? We've all kind of settled that. Okay, bum on the wold. Probably. I don't want to. It's between A and O. I don't know where you're going with A. Okay, bum on the bum on the way. Come along and bum on the way, or bum on the wall, yeah? Delete. Closed off too many options. Bum on the water, yeah? Yeah, by Deep Purple. Not bum on the wanker, come on. Come on. We can't have bum on the wank. Come on. Wang is worse. That's worse. Delete. Delete. It was going fine. It was going so well. It was going so well. The Wang. This is a sponsored stream. Our sponsors are watching. That was out of my hands. I wanted bum on the wold. Well, Wet Wang's a real place, right? Wet Wang's down in, like, Somerset, I think. Hashtag ad. Okay. Pause. Let's beeve. Is Wet Wang in North Yorkshire? I look upon North Yorkshire with suspicion, and this doesn't help. Okay. I've played a tiny bit of this, and we'll see what, if anything, I remember. If you want food, you can make someone a gatherer using a gatherer flag. And the presence of that building sort of transforms one person's... uses that flag to become a gatherer. Similar with Lumberjack. And I think we need 2 Lumberjacks because everything is made of wood. Because this is a beaver game. And everything needs to be connected via paths. We can also get our beaver stats. One thing I really like about this. Liam has left our birthday message unread. That's fine. People need to process. One thing I really like about the game is that there's no maximum zoom. You can zoom right up to any beaver you like, and you can just see all of them. Just right what it's doing. Although, when you get really zoomed, the controls are very sensitive. And we can rename the beavers. This is Satizix. That's Rakash. We can see all our beavers up here. If you do want to rename a beaver, let me know. I remember when we played the demo, I asked the devs to consider whether or not they could track parenthood, so you'd know who a beaver's parent was. I don't know if that ended up in it. You can see where they live, I guess. Wish Dwarf Fortress had this. What, the ability to zoom into the dwarves' heads? Well, I'll look into it. It would be nice to zoom into the dwarves' heads, to be fair. I wish you could zoom, like, irresponsibly far in on Dwarf Fortress. You'd like to name a beaver? Yeah, just give me a name and I'll name one of the beavers. In the meantime, we're going to pause. Albrot, great. First beaver on the list, Lepud, is now Albrot. Should we put a Cressipin as well? Just as revenge from Albrot on my behalf. I'm revenging Albrot on his behalf. Bread. Okay, so we've got no wood, but we will eventually. And then one thing I remember from experience is you really want a water pump because they will get thirsty. Why can't I build that? Is it just saying you don't have enough wood? Oh, I need a path. I could place that there and then retroactively at the path, right? So I could just... And paths are instant. Beavers don't need to build them. Can I get a beaver named Anastasia Beaverhausen? Yeah, hopefully. I don't think it supports, like, that many characters. Anastasia Beaverhausen. Yeah, apparently you can, yeah. It doesn't all display, but maybe if I find Anastasia... Anastasia, where are you? Yeah, on up here, although it is obscured by chat, but you can see Anastasia Beaverhausen. There are 5, there are 9 beavers left people want to name. There are a few mods for this. Yes, I've only installed a couple. I don't remember all of them, but one of them is trains. No goods in stock yet. Cut trees. Mark a tree cutting area. Just cut all the trees you could see, really. Speaking of which, actually, because I know tree cutting is, you know, everything's made of wood. We'll start cutting this as well. So maybe if I put this path all the way down here, we can add another tree cutting flag here, and then we mark these for cut. Great. We're off. We're away. Can I have a beaver called Moore? Sure. Probably find a really cool beaver. This beaver works at the district centre. This one's a gatherer. I don't know how to tell if a beaver's cool. Sends out cool? I don't know. Just put Moore in. Can one of the beavers be named Ingrid? Yeah, absolutely. There we go. So we currently have Ingrid is one of our lumberjacks along with Albert. We've got one beaver collecting berries. Maybe we'll have a second gatherer. Yeah, one of the things they've released on this update is that there's now full mod support and people are going a bit balmy with it. I have not been too ambitious and I've just installed trains, which I just want trains in anything like this. You want trains. In Dwarf Fortress, you can't get trains exactly, but you do have minecarts, which are for hauling. But you can use them to transport dwarves if you let the dwarves get in them instead of like ores and materials. Oh yeah, true. There are pacers, yeah, but what are they good for? They're just good for breeding. They're getting killed by brute forsyth. Is it the Choo Choo mod? It is indeed the Choo Choo mod. Long term, we're going to want a farm. And also, actually, short term, we're going to want housing. The beavers must be housed. Possibly enough? How many? That has 3 inhabitants. Oh, but we have 3 times 4 is 12. And that's just how many beavers we have, so that's fine. In the brief period between setting the stream title and going live, I did remember that beavers don't actually eat wood. but the mental image of a beaver biting into a tree was so strong. I really didn't think about what they were doing. They don't eat wood, do they? Storage. We could build a warehouse. Oh, a medium warehouse, and that could be where the berries are kept from this. And I would say we'd have a warehouse of wood, but I think it'll get used as fast as it's chopped, really. At the gym this morning, I finally encountered the guy that the instructor keeps saying is the guy who screams on the equipment. Or rather, they say he grunts, because grunting is a problem in gyms. But this guy screams. This guy, he screamed for 40 minutes. And I don't mean in pain. He was just using like a leg machine. And every rep he did, he screamed. What gym are you at? Shall I say? Can I say? Is it safe? I'm not going to get targeted. No one's going to throw an egg at me. Can I say my gym? I'm there too often. If someone wanted to kill me, this is where you'd go. Because I'm also, when I'm out, I'm dead. I come out half dead. So if anyone didn't want to kill me, like if you're there watching, you're going, I want to kill him. Get me on the way home from the gym, and I'm so murderable. Is it safe? Paul, is it safe for me to say what gym? Oh, because you're a neighbour, right? You live nearby. You'll know. I'm going down to the little one in Upperthorpe. So you'll actually know. Yeah, I'm going down to the... It's very nice. It's not much of like a gym, but it's very close. And honestly, I've never really been a gym goer. So having one that So the gym I go to is also a library and also a cafe. But I like that. I like the community center aspect of it. Hello, Anthropolid. Anthropolide? How are you? But anyway, the guy's screaming. Top of his lungs. And I want to clarify, he's not in pain. He just can't keep the exertion inside. I came to check how others play this game. Well, I wouldn't compare yourself to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just loaded this up and all my beavers are now asleep. I hope. Otherwise, we've had a very bad first day. No, they're rustling. I do love how much you can zoom in. I wish other games would be brave enough to just let you zoom in. Like, this is how far you can zoom in. You can just go through the floor. That's how brave this game is. Games need to let you clip through anything you want. The inability just to let players clip through any surface is an expression of fear. Does he scream in the library? I don't know. What, like turning the page? I don't know. I think he's not screaming to assert control. He's not in like gorilla mindset. I think he just doesn't know how to hold it in. He doesn't know how to hold in. Like, well, if you do a rep of a weight or something, and I want to make clear, he's not like doing his barbells. He's not doing like muscle bodybuilder stuff. He's doing like leg mobility stuff. But also, he's stopping to have chats as well. So like, it's very odd. Him and his mate, they'll have a chat and then he just goes back to screaming. I think it is admirable in its way. This game is built around like regular droughts. So at the moment everything's fine, but that will stop. So I'm building 3 water pumps and 2 storage tanks so that overflow from the water can be kept in there for a dry day. Sometimes just need to let the screams out. Yeah, I mean, I guess if there was a special gym, private, quiet room where you go in to scream, that's fine. Yeah, I feel like there's... I don't know if there's a tactic, but it's when you're a guy at a urinal, it's sort of hoped and assumed people will not use the ones right next to you. And there are sometimes tactics people deploy. Perhaps more on the... Thank you for the follow, Anthropolid. You know, like when you don't want someone to take the seat next to you on the bus just so you've got a bit more elbow room. I'm still trying to learn those for like the treadmills. I hate... Well, the one thing I hate... I've not been a big gym goer. I'm still very new to the whole culture of going to the gym. But I hate when someone gets on the machine next to me and then just does it bigger and faster. And it's doing like... They go on the treadmill and they go straight into a sprint. And I look at them and I go, that would kill me. If I tried to do what you're doing, I would die. Does he scream at the urinal? I don't know. I mean, I'll keep an eye out for him. I actually heard him arrange with his friend when they're coming back. So if I really wanted to take an interest in this guy, I have all the necessary data to snoop. One time, when I was in university, I joined a bunch of university societies. And one that I was part of was the Rock and Metal Society, because I listened to a lot of heavy metal at the time. And a lot of, probably the most eccentric overall social society I found at university. And there was one guy at it who did the most insane urinal behavior, which was empty bathroom. He goes and uses the urinal next to me, instantly starts singing an operetto. Instantly. Next to me. Unzip, starts weeing, operetto, full volume. I think my life flashed before my eyes. I once attempted to hop onto a treadmill that was stuck permanently at full speed. I did not succeed. I fell down, was rocketed to the wall, left a large hole. That's a good story. Oh no, that's very odd. Yeah. There was also another guy at the Rock Society who wouldn't talk over a whisper. And I don't know if they had an issue. I don't know if, like, you know, something damaged their throat, they can't talk very loud. I always got the impression it was a choice. And there was a brief time when me and a couple of friends were making music. And we weren't making a band. We weren't looking to, like, we just played instruments for fun. But this guy was like, oh, I hear you, like, you know, you're playing some music. Would you consider having me as a singer? And I said, well, I mean, maybe, yeah, if you want to. And he went, okay, let me, like, audition for you. And this is just on the street. This is like, we're smoking on the street outside of a bar. And he said, let me audition for you. And he starts singing. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. I can't hear you. You're so quiet. This is a guy I could barely hear what he was saying, like, ever. He was always so quiet. And now he's singing. I was like, I can't hear you. So glad I don't deal with urinal politics. Yeah, I mean, you can. The joy of the male bathroom is that you can opt out. The urinals allow for all the confident pissers to be in and out like a flash, but you can play the cubicle game if you just don't want to enter into the arena of dicks out with strangers. You know, you don't have to. Okay, plant crops. I think we want some carrots. I think we want some potatoes. I didn't go to Rockstop much, but I did end up with a couple of house parties where I met mutual stream pal Sinan. Oh, cool. It checks out that's where he could be discovered. I met a lot of interesting people. They introduced me to a lot of new substances. But I would also say the degree of eccentricity, like the strangeness, interpersonal strangeness per capita was huge. And this is like, I went to a lot of quite unusual societies, but just people who like rock and metal were just the weirdest people. What's oobleck? I probably shouldn't talk more about the substances, but maybe in a different forum. One where I'm not doing sponsored content. I could talk more about those. I never joined any stocks. You probably didn't miss that much. There's no rules in urinal. Rules are made from traumas. Well, not like traffic, right? Are traffic rules made from traumas? When someone's saying don't park there, they're like, who hurt you? Always drive on the same side of the road as the other cars. Who hurt you? What's oobleck? Should I even stop? Should I even stop saying oob? I'm looking up oobleck now. I don't know if I'm in violation of TOS. Oh, it's slime. Magic mud. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll be okay. Oh, I never knew there was a name for this. Me and my friend used to make it a lot with art supplies at school. I had a friend who, there's a point in the British schooling system where you get to pick some of your, some of the topics that you'll take on to your GCSE, which is the qualification you get before you go on to college and then university. So it's like the first time you get to pick some subjects. And my mom pressured or convinced me that I should do French so that I'm equipped with like a foreign language. And I kind of reluctantly agreed because really I wanted to do art. And I took French, and then the only French teacher had a heart attack and was never replaced. So I did get to do art in the end, and that was a big deal for me. And my friend Joe, he just took art because he thought it would be a DOS. He thought it would be very easy. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think. And he was the only person I know, so we sort of hung out, but our conflicting approaches were very different because I really wanted to get a good mark, and I wanted to sort of... I very much felt like I had to sort of... I was here by serendipity. And for our final piece, where like they give you a total of like 20 hours or something, or 15 hours, and you get to spread out across different times in your school week, you have to make a final piece. And I spent ages making like this mixed media thing, and he copied a picture of some boats he found in a drawer, and then spent the last 10 hours building himself a pillow so he could go to sleep. And we got roughly the same mark, and I'm still very bitter about that. So how long have you played this game? How long have I been streaming? Half an hour. Makes you better at kissing. Okay. I need my beavers to have houses. Does this mean lives in a lodge? Okay. All my beavers are very thirsty, so this one water pump is not enough. You can see they got a little droplet over them. I chose business studies because you got a trip to Alton Towers. Wow. That's like a proper bribe. What, your school was like, here are all the courses. By the way, if you could do this one, you get a trip to Alton Towers. I did photography at GCSE and got a decent mark for how shite my stuff was. I couldn't explain anything I did. I just did. My descriptions were just extensions of yeah, look nice. I mean, as long as they let you do that. I think it's sort of I think art is obviously a hard subject to teach. But I think it's a shame if it like penalizes people who are clearly good, but they work on some kind of instinct and can't write a short essay on why they did certain things. You can try Shift Alt Z for this game and seek the opportunities that lies there. You're talking like a wizard. You're talking like an NPC quest giver. Okay, I will seek the opportunities that lie behind Shift Alt Z. Oh, development controls. And then there's trains, natural overhangs, ruins, and map editor. Development controls. Oh, hello. This is the debug menu. Yes, there are opportunities that lie here. I don't want it though. I haven't earned it. I haven't earned it. I'm glad to know of it, but I haven't earned it. Hello, Buzz Josie. We will do trains, but I think we'll need a functioning economy. Oh, Darlie Sam. Okay, I'll have a little try. Let me take a huge sip of boiling coffee and press this new hotkey that my friend Darlie Sam has told me. Can we name a beaver Oobleck? Yeah, of course. Buzz Josie, would you like to name a beaver? Why is it called Oobleck? That's such a specific and evocative name. It feels like what you'd name an alien if you yourself were a 12-year-old child. Hello, Funky. My friend did their extended project on genetic diseases in breeding in Amish and Mennonite communities. I put on a production of Rent and got a better mark. Sorry, at what age was your friend doing an extended project on genetic diseases in breeding in Amish and Mennonite communities? Funky, did you go to a very posh school? 17? Oh, that would have been college. Oh, maybe, yeah, that level of complexity makes sense. I was talking about GCSE. In which case it sounded like you went to an elite academy. I would like a beaver to be called Daybrook. Yeah, cool. It's a place in Nottingham. That's fine. We can name everything after places in Nottingham. It's a slime with surprising properties. Does it have any properties more surprising than being non-Newtonian? And to be clear, being non-Newtonian is enough for me. Why are these guys not harvesting? Oh, because they're full. They've gathered all, so we need this berry outpost to be done. I feel like we've gotten loads of slowdown, like stuff just not being built in time, and we've chopped down half of our trees already. Random malt phrase. Thanks, bee sayers. Don't remember what that was about. Not again, Darley Sam. Can I name a beaver Bumbo? Yeah, is that a place in Nottingham? That'd be such a good name for like a borough of a Midland city. Our music teachers kept having breakdowns and leaving, so I was taught for a year by a guy who told us he hated both music and children. One lesson, he decided to make us go back outside and line up enter again because we weren't perfectly silent. So obviously every time we were almost in, someone made a fart noise or something, so we'd have to repeat. Generally went in and out for like 15, 20 times. Bumbo's Big Loaf. That's very good. I can imagine the TikTok influencers now talking about how you have to go to Bumbo's Big Loaf. Have you seen the London TikTok food influencers who keep going and making a big deal about this, like this cafe that's around the corner from Buckingham Palace, and it serves like £15. It's like a greasy spoon, but it serves like £15, £20 cheese sandwiches, and it's just designed completely as a tourist trap. And if anyone goes in who looks like they know what, who looks like they're not clueless, she shouts at you and orders you to leave. So people keep going in disguise, or people keep going like doing like American accents. I'm just trying to be like, hey, I'm here for the cheese sandwich. And then she sort of eyes you and go, are you really just a tourist who won't, or are you going to film anything? And if she sees you like get your phone out, she screams at you. It's like the London food TikTok equivalent of just trying to wind up the grumpy guy who lives down the road. When I was the Leaden, I led a student strike on the playground to protest that our English teacher was being laid off the end of the year. How did that go? Did that work? I want to add. I don't know if this story casts me in the best light. I don't know, but I was a child, so it doesn't really matter. I could tell it anyway. But I said my mom got me to do French for my GCSE, but the French teacher ended up having a heart attack and ended up switching to art. Well, the longer story is actually there was a substitute that came in who was teaching French and covering French to cover that class, but she herself didn't speak French, and I sort of objected, and there wasn't like a way out, and I ended up getting that teacher sacked from the school for severe misconduct, so that I could switch to art. And I don't think that cast me in the best light, but that is what happened. It didn't. We did some chants on the benches, and eventually she had to come out and say thank you, but please come inside. It's still very nice, a show of solidarity from the kids. This was our school. This was South Hunsley Secondary School in Welton, in East Yorkshire. Well, me and Jambard went to the same secondary school, and we met in graphics. Hello, Kate.
Complete. My brain is utterly fucked.
There were... our school was either in Melton or it was in Welton, which were these two Yorkshire villages that argued over their claim to fame of which one of them Dick Turpin was caught in. Dick Turpin was caught in one of them, and it was either Melton or Welton. Two villages with a small rivalry, and it wasn't really clear where the delineation between the two were. Bread. Was it Mrs. Nesbit? I don't know. I don't remember her name. She was the one that I got her to push me over a chair so that the head of department would see, and then she got sacked. Remember the story with her child's watch? Was she making up words? No, she wasn't. She was just she was handing out worksheets, and then if someone were like wanted to say, "Oh, I don't understand," or "How do you conjugate this verb?" You know, just your basic language questions about French, she'd be like, "I don't know. I don't speak French." You just have the worksheet, and then we had to do some mocks to do some exams, and she wasn't doing it in exam conditions. So like we were getting sort of wrong information about what the conditions of the exam were going to be, so that we might end up failing. And I just felt such a strong, like I saw her getting told off for like getting our exam info wrong and making us do mocks under the wrong conditions. Like I saw that she was in trouble and not considered competent by the other staff. She just was hired, I guess, for whatever. She was already on the books or lived nearby or who knows. But I felt very strongly this was not fair, because I wanted to do art and I wasn't even going to come out of that sacrifice with having learnt French. She smoked a lot and covered it badly with perfume. I remember I hid the register and I hid all the chairs in the room. Like I'd hide all the things she'd need to do the lesson. But the big thing I did, I'll finish off the story because I feel like I've come all the way up to telling it. But I had this absolute vendetta against her. And the thing that really turned me against her, all of that notwithstanding, is that I had appendicitis. I didn't know it at the time. I came into school, and while I was at school, I developed a very bad stomachache and started vomiting. But we lived in more or less the countryside. We lived in like a really rural area. None of my parents were at home, so there was no one at home, and there was no point sending me home because I just have no supervision. So I had to stay in school. And the grounds of the school were very big. And I was in her class, and I said to her at the beginning, I have a very bad stomachache. There's no point sending me home because there's no one there and there's no buses running and no one can come and collect me. So I have to stay here. Please just let me sit at the back and just rest my head on the table. I'm not going to cause any problems, but like I can't do the work. I'm ill. And she said, if you're ill, we should send you to the nurse's office. And I go, look, I've got a very bad stomachache. They can't prescribe me anything, and they can't keep me there long term. If you send me to the nurse's office, they'll just send me back. And the grounds of our school are so long, our round trip it will be horrendous. I'm like so sensitive to movement. I didn't know I had appendicitis, right? But my appendix is massively inflamed. So please just let me sit at the back. And she said, oh, okay. And then she flips on our agreement and she calls someone who then makes me go to the nurses. And I have to walk the entire length of the school. I stay in the nurse and I just say, I've got a stomachache. She goes, okay. And then after about 20 minutes, she discharges me because the school nurse, they can't prescribe, they can't diagnose, and they're fundamentally mistrustful of the children. So then she sends me back. And I just despised her after that, because that caused me so much physical agony. You know, one of my organs was on the cusp of rupturing. That's naughty. What have I done that's naughty? Well, I'll tell you what I did was naughty, right? So that had happened, and I was really angry with her. She can't teach me French. She was going to make me fail my exams because she wasn't teaching us in exam conditions. And then we had this whole thing about my stomachache and me being made to do essentially a walk of the perimeter of the school grounds while I had appendicitis, which I thought was unconscionable. So next week, or a week later, or whatever, my birthday's been and gone, and my mom's got me a new watch. I got this nice watch from my mom, and I'm wearing it. And I hadn't been wearing it before, it's new. And we're in the classroom, and she sees this watch. And she says, Sean, where'd you get that watch? And just sensing an accusation in her voice, I decided to just pull my sleeve up and go, what watch? What are you talking about? Just pull the sleeve. What watch? What do you mean? What do you mean a watch?
And because I'm hiding it and I'm acting cagey, she goes, hang on, let me see that. You're hiding that watch. I bought a watch for my son. You've stolen it from my bag. You've stolen the watch from my bag. And I'm just like covering like here, because I know I haven't done anything wrong. But if I can make her really angry, I don't know, maybe something. I just want to do whatever's worse for her. So I'm hiding it. I go, what do you mean? And she loses her temper. And she gets me to stand up, and she yanks me by the arm. And I twist, I sort of wrap one of my legs around the table. So when she pulls me, everything comes down. And it's angled so that it goes in front of the door, which has that little bit of Perspex glass going through it, so you can see through it. And the head of department walks past as she's pulled a student to the floor by their arms, tipping them over the table. And I like fall very dramatically on the floor. And the head of department comes in. And while she's trying to explain herself, she finds her son's watch in the bag, realizing I hadn't stolen anything. I hadn't done anything. I hadn't violated her belongings. I haven't stolen. She's just pulled me to the floor for no reason. And the head of department scene. And she was gone. That was it. That was the end. She went. And then I did art instead. And then I got to do art. So I think I win. I think I win overall. I still can't speak French, though. So I don't know if there's a moral there for anyone. I had to choose a foreign language in high school. Could have chosen Spanish, which would have been extremely useful. Could choose German so I could communicate better with my dad's side of the family. Could have chosen Latin to deepen my understanding of the roots of the language. But I chose French, which is useless, in part because I thought girls might like it. Stupid games win stupid prizes. Yeah, I think I won a stupid prize of an art GCSE, and I played a very stupid game of falling over. Oh, look, they even render the boxes of berries. That's lovely. Okay, so I've planted. Everyone is housed. Is that right? Yeah, everyone is housed. Most people have a job. Oh, actually, there are more jobs available than there are beavers to do them, which I guess is bad in a different way. Can we spend more points to have you fall over? I used to fall over a lot on stage. I used to just think that I had this unshakable belief that the vaudevillian art of falling over would literally never go in fashion as a comedic device. But then I hit my head quite hard a couple of times, and I'm like, I need to write this out. My whole thing about how to do a good pratfall was just to genuinely fall. I was young enough that it didn't bother my bones much. But then I hit my head a couple of times, and I'm like, no. I'm going to die if I keep doing this. I can see my own death. I was banned from GCSE art because they thought I was taking the piss. I just can't draw still life. But they thought you were doing badly ironically. Why did they attribute it to malice? Oh, power is going to be a big step, as well as science. So we should probably get some science running. Or maybe we should... Let's see, we've got decorations and we've got well-being. So maybe we'll make a campfire here, out by where people live, out in front of the depot. No, that's wrong. Yeah, demolish that. The campfire should face here, I think. Maybe. And then a rooftop terrace. I don't quite know how that works. Oh, okay. You could put a terrace on top of people's houses, but they'd need a way up. So maybe that's not for now. Hello, Harry. Left school with no qualifications and got expelled from the same school twice. That's impressive, yeah. Are you able to get... How did it come about that you got expelled from the same school twice? We need science. So where can the inventor live? Just here, right? Just here. There we go. It is useful, Nikki, sometimes if you're really bad at something, to pass it off as a joke. I never want to give up that rhetorical option. Oh, you thought this was really bad? Well, that means you get it. You understand. We're on the same page. Oh, a hauling post. Maybe I want that. Would be useful hauling all this wood from over here. Is it possible to get expelled from school twice in the same day? I think so. Like, what if you did 2 different bad things and then 2 different staff members with the power of suspension find out like half an hour after each other? That makes sense, Albright. I have heard your album. The famous Long Lost Media. The local authority forced a school that had expelled me to take me back. School made me sign a behaviour contract which I couldn't possibly stick to, and I got expelled again after 4 days. I had undiagnosed autism. Yeah, that sounds like I'm presuming this is the British state school system. This sounds correct. Rude? No, I loved it. I honestly, I've listened to your album quite a lot. I'm just saying I can hear what you're describing. It's etched very deeply into it. Scotland in the 80s and 90s, yeah. Bread. Rude retracted, great. Oh, does anyone else want to name a beaver? We have some beavers that need names. We've got 3 beavers left that don't have... Oh, and ditted. So we got 4 beavers left that don't have custom names. Imagine getting autism diagnosis night. Well, some people do. Some people are diagnosed from a young age. I think there's lots of reasons why certain people might be considered over others. And then on top of that, I think your experience of development and childhood and stuff is massively informed by whether or not you've had that diagnosis, and the decade you've had that diagnosis, and sort of the class context or the cultural context. It's a minefield. But I definitely, I don't know. I think there's not necessarily like the best age to be diagnosed. I think there's pitfalls and benefits to everything. Not everyone even needs a diagnosis. Can I please name a beaver Justin Beaver? Yeah, low-hanging fruit, but I'm going to respect it. Might be one of the most straight-down-the-line jokes you've ever told, matey. 450 would have been nice. Yes, I suppose once you're 50, you think, yeah, maybe. Maybe it wouldn't be the end of the world if this was a couple of decades earlier. Could we name another beaver Justin Timberborn? That one's better. That one, I'm happy to say that's better. Justin Timberborn. My parents nearly went to court over my school's Senko excusing. You probably mean accusing. The school's Senko accusing my mum of lying about my behaviour problems outside of school. Went on to get an autism diagnosis, yeah. Can I get a Timberborn? Okay, we're riffing, are we? We haven't got enough beavers to do a riff. Timberborn. Done. No more beavers left, I think. Name beaver Bieber. I think we're out of beavers. Hang on, let me see. Oh, no, we do have one. Bieber, here you go. Sean, I asked a relevant question about the sponsored content. Okay, let me find it. Do the beavers have any kind of story beyond their jobs? Do they form relationships, breed and die? They do breed and they do die. I'm not 100% sure if they form relationships. I think it could be a little bit like old colony stuff. You never really know who's breeding just sometimes a baby comes out one of the houses. I got a feeling it might be like that. Antro, you might know better. Can you get more beavers? I think they breed. We haven't got enough beavers to do everything. Yeah, I should learn how to get more beavers. We want more beavers, don't we? All the beavers have a... Okay, they've got a growth speed.
Bread.
Okay, so their well-being... Well, apart from Maul... Okay, Maul's fine. Maul's just very thirsty. Are the beavers sexed? No, all the beavers are asexual. Beavers just split, I think. Lubricant? Hello, Bread Santa. What's that you've shown me? Piss Man, thank you. I don't know why I asked. I don't know what I expected. I definitely shouldn't have asked. Are all the beavers neutered? No, I think they're asexual. I think they just breed like worms. I don't think we need... I'm going to reduce our farmers. Do we really need farmers just to sit near the crops? They can go tend to the water. And then once we have a lot of water supply, then I'll pull them off of that. And I don't know. I should make a dedicated breeding hole. How's Bumbo getting along? I don't know. The beavers don't have a huge amount of stats. You're not interested in Cressup? Bumbo is working. They're 37 years old. They are working as a berry gatherer. And they've been adequately cared for. They're fine. I don't think neutering is the same as having no sexuality. No, I'm correcting you, Harry. I'm saying rather than being neutered, which is a process that happens to an organism during its lifespan, I'm saying they just as a species don't have sexuality. It's just not part of their experience of life. Their experience of life is working hard, walking along paths, and sleeping on the floor. That's a pure traditional life. Just standing around. When the sun goes down, you just stand around for 2 hours before falling asleep on the floor. And you survive off of your big stack of boxed berries. Thank you for correcting my deliberately stupid question. I'm once again glad I interacted in the chat. Well,
Bread.
I did it politely, but you corrected me and then I corrected you back. I was only a participant in the back and forth. Yeah, can we please ask who is Harry Hardy? And don't stop asking it until we get an answer. Who is Harry Hardy? Shall I pull up his apology? There's your answer. This looping apology video is your answer. Is the welcome bear still turned off? No, I don't think so. No, everything's on. Yeah, everything's active. Bear's off. Says it's out of stock. Welcome bear is showing. Let me investigate this, please. Hi, I'm new. The reward is temporarily unavailable. Okay, someone keep an eye on the beavers. I'm looking into this. Twitch.tv/Sean Moore. Good URL if you've never been.
Oh man, this
Creators
is not a
tools.
good time.
Viewer rewards. Channel points.
Sorry, kid. Damn, where's the fire department?
You paused redemption rewards of this
It's
type.
some of that lovely Dr. Plem.
Did I?
And I'm just so glad to be drinking it.
Did I? Manage or unpause requests. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why it was like. I don't even know that. Apparently, you can. There's
Dr.
requests go
Plem.
into a queue on Twitch's
It's got
end,
that taste that you just
and
won't
that queue
forget.
was paused. The system I've never interacted with or never thought about. But I think it's cleared out now. Okay, it must be because I can hear the bear. Let's have a look.
Brad.
No, I turned it
Thank you
off for
so
normal
much
game,
for
which is a different
entering.
thing.
Welcome back.
Like I turned off the script
Love
that makes
spread.
the animation.
And I love to see this community grow from strength to strength.
Dr. Plem. It's got that taste that you just won't forget.
Let me know in the chat if you love drinking Dr. Plem. Do you remember when we had a chatter in who was just sort of coming in for one game? And they got really interested in Dr. Plem and they kept trying to find it and buy it. I just kept saying, well, it is out there. You could get it imported maybe. And then I don't know whatever happened with that. You hate Dr. Plem? Press up, are you okay? Do you need some ice? It's possible one of your many unruly mods paused it. All of my mods are ruly. They're hand-picked. Yeah, has anyone tried the new Prem Prime? Prem Prime. Has anyone tried Prem Prime?
We have activated the welcome bear. Even now it is being summoned from the depths of the earth to welcome new faces in the chat and see this community grow from strength to strength.
Yeah, let me know in the chat if you love drinking Prem Prime. This stream sponsored by Prem Prime.
Rosanna 20,736 tipped £3. Killstream.
Well, Killstream hasn't been tested a lot. I guess it's no great surprise it doesn't work. I'll do it manually. Let me even check if that has a chance of working. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. The Sammy bridge keeps disconnecting. I probably need to turn that off except for when I need it. But I will honor the kill stream once this welcome bear is finished.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
The problem is, I'm not going to go into it, but I will. I'm going to make a note here to fix it. I started using a brand. Oh, you don't need to know. I always have the impulse to explain, but it's not interesting. Okay, Killstream could just run like this, could it? Could it? I think Killstream's dead in the water. I'm sorry, Rosanna. You can have that £3 towards something else at some point. The tips, getting tips into Sammy reliably is just doesn't work. It's just not reliable enough. There's a specific bridge thing that connects, but it has a tendency to disconnect. So I could refund. You have it towards something else.
Thank you for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community go from strength to strength.
It wouldn't have worked on that instance though, Harry, because the bridge wasn't bridging that info from the tip to the Killstream software. Just because it's a bit inconsistent, and it tends to. I got a feeling that the thing that's running that is like turning itself off when it's like not being used. No, I know that, but I need to change that as well. I should probably just. All of that I think is wrong. I think the £4 that value £4 is wrong. TTS is now just open with every tip. I just haven't looked at that in a long time. Things change and become wrong. The floor becomes wrong underneath my feet. Sorry, Rosanna. I mean, I could fix it now. I feel bad whenever anyone tips and I can't give them what they tipped for. And your expression of boo makes it clear that this is you demand a 1 in 300 chance.
Hey, now here's a guy with no worries.
I mean, we could do it the boring way. I could just roll a 300-sided dice, and if it's 300, 1 to 300. If this lands on 300, I'll turn the stream off. Okay, well, it's 263. A little bit low. It hasn't got the fancy effects, but you did get the. I would have turned it off at 300, so I've sort of redeemed it. No problem, Rosanna. Glad to complete the transaction. Okay, they have their campfire. This will be a hauler's outpost, which hopefully is going to get wood to the buildings faster, because I think they're currently taking ages. I want more beavers. No. I think that's how I say no. Yep, that's how it works, Harry. You add in the lower bound and the upper bound, and it will roll a number between them. You can say nice if you like. Have I told you about my comedy character? It's a guy who just thinks you say nice if a number ends in 9, and they say nice if they see 19 or 79, because they haven't quite got the rule. That's my guy, patented. Okay, I don't think we need this amount of water pumping. Oobleck, sorry, you're unemployed. I mean, you're not. You'll probably end up being employed as an inventor. What's his name? Sean Morley. Junior. It's still a character, though. If they're exactly you with one difference, that's a character. Based on a real man, mostly, except I don't think I know the real rule is only at 69. Stripelet somehow knows that 69 is a funny number, and I can't work out if I should be discouraging them from thinking this. Buzz, I think you need to get them off it, yeah. I think you can't have a child having any inkling that 69 is a funny number. Just for the same reason that all the swear words are just arbitrary combinations of stuff that has now been linked to sexual acts children shouldn't know about. And so we just exclude them from understanding anything. They're not allowed the signifiers. You need more water pumps and more storage for water. Okay, playing wrong. Thank you. More storage than this? But I'm so early. I'm playing on easy mode. Well, I'm afraid you won't receive that explanation here, Harry. You'll have to look at Urban Dictionary. Yeah, Buzz, they're getting too close. They're getting too close to the truth. You have to shut it down. That's nice. Who's hanging out here? We got Oobleck, me, Cressup, Justin Beaver, and Bumbo. That's nice. This is autumn. They talk like minions. They do, don't they? I mean, we say they talk like minions, but we could easily just look up the studio and they could just be saying, you know, this could be the native language of the development studio, just high-pitchified. When can we have a Twitch read-through of St. Tomatoes Road? I think we're all a bit spent on St. Tomatoes Road. I have nothing bad to say about it, you know? But I think we're done, aren't we? I think we're done. Maybe we need some storage for... Should we have some storage for the food that presumably we will harvest eventually? I don't think they'll be saying beaver racial slurs. There are like 30 people here who don't know what St. Tomatoes Road is. Yeah. And isn't that good? Isn't that great? Shouldn't we try to get that number up? To the moon. Got high hopes for the amount of people I can fail to induct into St. Tomatoes Road. Buzz Josie can explain what St. Tomatoes Road is. It's not for me to talk about. I want to stay in my lane here. Yeah, Grugger Smith wants to go back in time to before they knew about St. Tomatoes Road. You know, I've got nothing wrong with St. Tomatoes Road as a concept, but the sheer volume is a test, isn't it? Bread. Can Sean resist the siren song of explain anything to Albro? On this occasion, I will, yeah. You don't even know about St. Tomatoes Road, Mighty Fighty? Oh, we've got a new acronym. What is St. Tomatoes Road? Oh, we have a scientist. Oobleck. We need more beavers, quite frankly. Bread. Should we plant some more stuff? Plant crops. Wheat could be good. Beavers love bread. Yeah, this is what science looks like to a beaver colony. It's when your building's hat spins round. I don't think you subjected. I think you did your very best to stem the flow into manageable slices. It's just that this was... It's like you can't stop the wind and rain, you know? We were going to hear all of St. Tomatoes Road. That could be good, Buzz. That would satisfy everyone, I think. Well, based on advice from the one person who knows this game, Anthropolid. Am I saying your username right? I need more storage for water. So maybe I just build a whole big... Oh no, I built 2 of these on the roof of the... There's one thing that's quite exciting about this, which I've never got far enough to experience, which is there's a lot of verticality. Do you see how there's a flat roof on this and these have flat roofs? You can build on those. So you can build these kind of stacked up tall cities. This will never be quite like cities, but they will be stacked. Yeah, I think you can stack houses. But what I don't have yet, so here are paths and structures, and wooden stairs cost 70 science. And this guy only pumps out 1 science per in-game hour, I guess. Meaning my current science is at 9. So I probably need 2 scientists, I would say, if I really want to stack anything. But I could just do that, can't I? I could just go, 1 more science, please. What was that? We're just a little baby and Sean is the mobile above our crib that we're batting at with our tiny hands. Do you remember saying that? What map you playing? The first one. Whatever that one is. The first one, it says easy. What's that saying? Okay, yeah, fine. I stand by that, actually. Why am I zooming so close? So I can see the beavers, Anthropolid. Don't you realise this? These guys are the draw. I consider when I'm even back here to be quite restrained because I want to be here. I want to be following them like this. The amount of restraint it takes. Can I do this? Oh yeah, look at this. Can I get it? Can I get the camera behind them?
Bread.
Where are they? Water in here, please.
Milk tray.
Yes. Bread. Just seeing what a beaver's doing. That must have been Glop Chopper's guts pipe. Look at all the beavers just sitting doing nothing. Oh, shouldn't you be doing research? Oh, you are. You just do it by sitting on the. You do it by sitting on the doorway of your building, looking out at a pile of berries. I built this, a teeth grindstone. It lets them repair their broken teeth to full sharpness. I don't know if it's useful. And you're not burying. Oh, you've done all your berries. Well, if that's the case, then I relieve thee. I relieve thee of the task of doing berries. Bread. Oh, Funky, that's actionable. You could just not say them. Is that possible? Oh, I want to also side with Mighty. I'd prefer that you do say them. Eventually, we're going to want power. So, in readiness for that, that's like a water cog wheel. Don't quit your meat job. Bread. I forget, did we ever get a read category thing working again? No, I don't think so. Read more phrase. No, doesn't work. It's I didn't make a read phrase when I made the randomizer work differently. The randomizer is a lot more stable. It's a lot better in a lot of ways, but I never put that back in. The problem is that for most of the ones people want to read, there's just too much text in there. And so if someone were to I'd have to make it whisper to you. I'd have to make it whisper all of it to you, but you'd get a huge chunk of text via it. I thought it would be a whisper. I can do it. Do you want it? Is that worth making? I can do it. I think you're the only person who wants it, though. Bread. It was very big, yeah. Wouldn't mind it. I'll take a look. It might not be a lot of work. Implement read command for randomizer. Do you know, I've got a couple of things brewing that I want to make.
Bread.
One
Bread.
is that I want to... do you know the gnome thing that we have? We can make a little gnome and they'll come up and they'll speak. This means that chat can sort of embody little roles in little scenarios. And the best thing I can think to do with it is
Bread.
community speed dating, but all completely anonymous. So it's just a table and chairs, 2 avatars come in. I know who they are, but the public don't get to know who they are. That's just organized via whispers. Then they get to go on a date, and then chat votes at who won the date, and we do it like an Olympics to be like, who's the best speed
Bread.
dater? And I'm thinking for avatars, we use just the classic 150 Pokemon combined with different motorway service stations. So it could be like a Venusaur's going out with the Watford Gap, for example. Or, Doduos having a dinner date with a little chef on the M62. And then we just vote who's the best, who's the most suave, who's the best dater. You'll learn. I was thinking this would be a good, helpful learning resource for you. You could be like, oh yeah, motorway services, just like that person who kept, I don't know, chatting up Venomoth. The other thing I was thinking, right, here's my other idea, is I want to have chat be able to control a cursor. And initially, to make sure it works, I want to have one where chat tries to play the Wikipedia game, but they're all trying to move the cursor to get from one article to another article. And if that works, and I think I've got the tech down for how it should work, I want to use chat to be able to plot people on the political axis spectrum so that chat can start rating things in a graph together. Does Wikipedia have an entry for bum? I think probably it would disambiguate and send you to... I don't know. What do you think the Wikipedia... All right, without looking, no one look. If you're listening, don't look. What do you think the Wikipedia... Oh, Pete looked. Can't believe Pete looked. Never mind. Sorry, it was Pete looked. What do you mean? Pete looked. I know that Pete looked. We're all here pretending we don't know that Pete looked. Pete looked at bum. Yeah. PLAB. Plab. Plab in the chat if you think Pete looked at bum. Get your plabs out. Yeah, I'm going to put a plab in there as well. I'm pretty confident Pete looked at bum. Now these guys won't even chop. Beavers these days, they don't want to work. Albrot's out of the job. Ingrid's out of the job. But I could make another lumberjack flag all the way over here. Perhaps. Just to try and chop these extra pines. I don't really know what happens if you out and out run out of wood, because can't stress enough, everything's made of wood these days. Well, I've got the opposite problem though, Antro. I just have too many jobs and not enough beavers. Who's unemployed now? Maybe I could let these guys farm. I was hoping for a bit more science by now. That's what I was talking about, Spiffy, when I was talking about the Wikipedia game. So I want to make a democratized mouse. Because we've got collective typing, but what we don't have is collective clicking. So I think the way it would work is that I make a larger image of a mouse so you can see it and you can see where you're clicking. And then you'd sort of vote. You'd use something similar to the collective typing, but you'd be voting on whether it goes up, down, left, right, and you've got a separate thing for click. And if click wins, then it clicks, and then you'd play the Wikipedia game. We'd do a random article, and you've got to try and get to another random article. Or maybe we'd use a chat randomizer so that people could put in articles. Because the problem is when you use actually truly random articles, you end up on a stub about you end up with a stub about a ghost town in Nebraska, and there's only got 2 links. One is like Wyoming, and one is like ghost town. Although actually, if you can get to ghost town, you can get anywhere. I always used to play it to Mornington Crescent. Mornington Crescent is the name of its own parlor game, right? But I can't remember of what. I feel like it came up in the parlor game rank. Oh, you're unemployed too. Get the hell out of here. Radio 4 Tube might be, but what's the game? What's the game of Mornington Crescent? Yeah, but what is it, the game? I know I've heard of the name. But what's the game that you play? That's the game. Okay, yeah, thanks. Cheers. I'm done. The sort of anti-game. Alright. Radio 4. Thanks, Chris. Let me just pin that. Oh, okay, that's why people were struggling to define it. Okay. Will I get more beavers if I build more houses? Because I'm willing to do that. But I'm low on wood. So where do I get more wood? Can I plant a tree? No. I can't plant a tree. And do I have that power wheel? No. I feel like I'm playing wrong. I feel like I'm getting slowed down. You need forestry for more wood. Huh. Is forestry a science thing I can buy? Wood. Forester costs 60. I should probably invest my first batch of science into that then. Because if I can plant trees, then that makes sustainable my wood economy. We need more everything, including beavers, yeah. That's correct. Okay, I'm assuming you're responding to my question if houses makes more beavers appear. In which case, let's house. I wish I had stairs. I love the idea of these stacked houses. Is there room here? Yeah, I'll just... They could just live back here, can't they? There we go. They can just live in this little alley. They could live in the little slum here. Looking at another house's bum. Remember when Pete looked at bum? Anyway, those are my 2 ideas. Chat speed dating and democratic mouse. Beavers can hear water in a pipe under their enclosures and then go mad trying to plumb the leak. Yeah, beavers are actually irritated. I've heard somewhere that beavers, like, part of what instinctually motivates them to dam is that they hate the sound of running water. And so they dam at least partially to try and stop that sound happening. If we've got flat roofs, we can make a flat roof pub. Currently, the best I can make is a rooftop terrace where they can go and socialize. Oh, you can make a Lido, a herbalist, an agora, a carousel, a detailer. Now, this is what we need. A detailer is what lets you customize the beaver's tails. a dance hall, and a mud pit. It requires haulers, presumably to bring the mud. In this game, you build dams so you can get past from drought. I've heard good things about Hundreds of Beavers, but I think it's a very specific flavour ramped up to a very high value. So if you're not chiming with it, I think fair enough to abandon. Am I right in thinking we got some potato? Do we have some potato now? Do we? Do we have potato these days? Well, we will eventually, I guess. So, oh, that's grilled potatoes. What about potatoes? Normal potatoes. Would beavers thrive in a desert biome then? In theory, they don't eat raw food, so we've got to be grilling, hey? Food. Grill. And then we could grill the potatoes. Well, the grill could live. Does the grill need power? Because if it does it need power? Grill needs wood. Just wood. All right. We got wood. And you don't have wood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't have wood. There's this building that turns wood into planks, and I know that's not a good idea because... Oh, should I build a dam? Is that a good idea? Press Alt-Shift-Z to give yourself wood. What, you mean cheat? Go into the dev console and cheat? Absolutely no way. I'm not playing by going into dev commands and giving myself extra wood. I'm going to struggle like a beaver. I'm going to toil through the drought. I play games to suffer and watch things go wrong and then go, whoops. That brings me great joy. Plank Plime. Prem Plime. So where are you putting these potatoes? You're harvesting the potato slowly. You've got this box, and where does that go? Just in there. But when I look in here, oh yeah, you've got 11 potatoes. Okay, all right, I understand. Understood, thanks. At Lord Velamir's castle. I don't know if you saw this, Dali, but Lord Velamir's castle's received an update, and the developer has shown off their what's the word? What's the word that's like the route of development they intend to take? But they've shown that off. And it's going to be completed by the end of the month. Roadmap, yeah. Yeah. Lord Velamir's castle revisit at the end of the month. Well, maybe when there's time, because I want to do it of an evening stream, and they're sort of booked in with normal games and more Fortress at the moment. I mean, I like to sort of witness suffering in a low risk way. I don't want to go back in time and be killed. I tried to suffer through 1 adult sim, 7 babies and 8 horses. It was impossible. I don't know enough about The Sims to know exactly what that would be like, but it doesn't sound enjoyable. But I would love it. Oh, I'm definitely playing wrong. I feel like everything's just gone absolutely slow because of the wood shortage in a game about building things out of wood. All right, to bed. Everyone to bed. I should have got science earlier, I guess, so I could get a forester. 2 beavers need to be in the same house to breed. Well, they've got houses here. I have 12 beavers and enough houses to store them. I don't know what people do of an evening. Like, Ingrid just stands and looks around. Cressop just stands and looks around. Cressop, you live in this lodge over here. It feels like the people who can't get to the campfire just drawn the short straw and just have nothing to do. Maybe they should get a bench or something. Well, this is what I've heard, Funky. I hear that Cressop just, in their spare time and unobserved, just stands still looking glassy-eyed at nothing in particular. But to be fair, who amongst us does not indulge in this hobby? Something's wrong with this tree. This pine has resin. But I don't think I can make use of that at the moment. But enough of those has grown back that I think this... That's a pear tree. It says here it's pine. Oh, you think these are pears? Just a big, normal yellow pear, sort of two-dimensionally slathered against the wall of the trunk. I love a slathered pear. Are you building this? No. We're tree poor. What's Maul doing? Maul is helping. I think the hauling post is a mistake. Pause development on the hauling post. If I built a dam, which I feel like is a bad idea, I could get these trees. So I've got more options. So maybe I'll build a dam. So landscaping, and then just a dam here. Boof. Is that a good idea? I don't know. Time will tell. Also, the dam will cost so much. It'll be done in a million years. Oh, and it can't even be reached. So, path. Now it can be reached. Very beavery. Yeah, I mean, it looks very well put together for a beaver dam. But I don't really understand enough about dams. Do you want a dam before the water reaches you? That seems like a bad idea. Maybe a dam to stop the water that you do have flowing away, maybe. Maybe that's good. Biting into a firm pear could bring me into tears on a bad day. Do you mean like tears of joy? Oh, we got 2 scientists. Ingrid is the new scientist next to Ublek. And then that means we can unlock forestry in about 8 sciences' time. I'm on a bit of a plum kick myself. I love how exciting it is trying to navigate around the fact that the plum is such... It's just this rind around this big stone. And you've got to be so careful. Pears are the worst fruit. Pear is a good flavour. Pear the fruit, something's wrong. Pear in something, very nice. Jam has been making us pear smoothies, and they're honestly incredible. They are incredible. Jam has spent like 2 years inducting me into enjoying smoothies, and these pear smoothies are the apex of what a smoothie can be. Yeah, I think the trick with fruit is don't bite into them. Let some of the vehicle carry the fruit into your mouth. Sounds decent. Damned with faint excitement. Oh, sounds tolerable. We need more wood. So I think the thing to do... Well, there's wood here. But I mean, that's going to go soon. But if I can start getting like stairs and ladders and stuff, then we just get more beavers going up to more places. But ultimately, we need a sustainable replantation effort. I think we turn this into a big forestry area. In fact, I can afford a forester right now. Bim bam. Sure you want to unlock forester? Sure is the wrong word, but yes. Yeah, it's close enough, isn't it? Close enough to what I think. Oh, we need planks. F off. Okay, so planks is another building you can make. The lumber mill. Now that might require power. Do you require power, lumber mill? Yeah, it does. Great. This is quite tough. It's quite a... sorry. I thought it was funny to be like, oh, sounds decent. Like I wasn't insulted. I was merrily amused. Are they lined up? So the way power works in this, right? Because it's beaver. This is a beaver themed game. If you're just tuning in, this is a beaver themed game. And so the water will carry the wheel, and the wheel will turn the peg. Is that what I want to call this? And that turning, you need to keep that turning across like shafts that you can build that then attach into the buildings that need the power. I'm not 100% on how it works in practice, but we will see. Fine also means good. Ah, that's interesting. That was a difficulty I had in Dutch when I was learning Dutch. Is fine, finer means good. It actually means like, oh, quite positive. So I actually watched like a language video of saying like, if someone bumps into you and says, oh, sorry, or if someone, nudges you or whatever, you don't say it's fine, because finer in Dutch just means it'd be like saying, oh, I like it. It's too strong. Oh, sorry. No, that's okay. I like it. I like it when people bump into me. Whereas if you say prima, which to me sounds really good, prima, like prime, excellent, that actually just means like, that's okay, fine, sure. It's lower than fine. Doric's very close to Dutch. Well, maybe that. Can I ask about the smoothie recipe? You can, but I won't know all the details. It's going to be quite, I think it's cinnamony, and I think it's pear juice and cinnamon, and there's something green in there as well. Maybe there's spinach in there as well. I'm sure, Moral, if you get Jam on the Discord, she would love to talk about this smoothie recipe because she's very proud of it. So if you tag her in Planet Chomp, I think you might get a full recipe from her. But I'm just a grateful recipient. Oh, thank you very much, Gruber Smith.
My brain is utterly fucked.
What a kindness. What is Doric? Okay. It's mid-northern Scots or northeast Scots. And is it it does, yeah, it sounds very Oblivion-y. It keeps reminding me of other things. It keeps reminding me either of like fantasy soundtracks or like bits of actual classical music. The fact everything's sort of led by these like string, what's the word? God, I think you could tell when I'm losing the plot when I can't summon up the words for what I'm trying to say. It has these string phrases that all seem like they remind me of 7 things at once. Thanks, Funky. You've narrowly avoided the censors there. can't believe that's not banned. Oh, we getting a wheel? No. We just don't have the wood for anything. I've beavered so wrong. Well, we'll probably have to come back to beaver several times because there's no way on earth I'm going to hit any of these challenges because I've not made any progress. But that's fine. I've actually got a decent time span in which to do it. How are fairy boys doing? Honestly, I think I've done all things a bit wrong. I've ended up chopping down all the trees too soon. And I've only now got the ability to like plant new trees, but I can't make that building because you need too many trees for it. Tree murderer. Well, the trees die when you chop them down. Or they just get really short. No, I didn't do capitalism. I never traded a good into a commodity to then turn it back into a money value. Thank you very much. I just chopped down loads of trees. I just exploited the natural world. I never bought something from a market just so I could sell it on at a higher price. Tree shortener, yeah, I did. Look how short they are. And did they grow back when you do that? Pears are distracting. The stumps don't have leaves. Yeah, I was wondering about that. They'll probably have to grow back and make more leaves then. Otherwise, you know, that's curtains for them. Well, do you know, if trees were bothered, then they'd grow leaves down here, wouldn't they? That way you could chop them and they're still fine. So if trees gave a shit, they've got an easy way out of death there. If I was a tree, I'd grow leaves at the bottom as well as spares. Yeah, they don't give a shit. You know, Jos Norris told me birds don't care if they live or die. He said, my friend's a vet and birds don't care if they live or die. And I think about that a lot. Some things don't mind. You assume everything has got this Darwinian reptile nature where it desperately wants to live. I think that's false. I think it's just us and a couple of other higher primates who even are bothered. And the rest of the natural world's like, take it or leave it. Not me, of course. If you threaten my life, I probably won't stop you. I won't know how. I don't know how to stop you, but I'd be desperately sad. I'd be very bothered. Oh yeah, Jambo's got a different thing, but I just like saying my little my little aphorism about birds being neutral on death. So I'm not... You know, people who log in here and watch a lot, you'll know I'm only about 70% interested in the truth. Which is fine, honestly. Not enough people are willing to, you know... Not enough people willing to defend lying. Sean telling the Sycamore Gap tree that it'd be fine. No, I'm telling the Sycamore Gap tree that if it really wanted to, it could be fine. I think 70% is an overestimate. Really? No, 70%'s correct. You don't think so? What would you estimate, Pete, based on your observations? God, beavers take ages, don't they? These days. Hauler. Come on, make the hauler. Pause everything else. And let's get the hauler. Because the hauler's job is to haul wood. And if our wood is being hauled around better, we've got more wood in circulation. So tell all the beavers, stop making everything piecemeal. And let's just haul some wood. Oh, this beaver's sharpening his teeth. Oh no. Oh, sorry to inform everyone down here, Cressup's died of old age. Can we get F's in the chat for Cressup who just died? Nothing happened, they just died. Yeah, sorry. Timberborn grew up into an adult. And what is it? Yeah, it just happened now. Just happened today, Cressup's dead. Sorry. Sorry to all Cressup fans. How old were you? I don't know. I don't think I get the details of the dead beavers. I mean, you were pretty old when I checked on you before. For a beaver, you were like 37, which I think in beaver terms is like a skeleton. That beaver using their teeth as a lathe? No, I think they're just sharpening their... No, they're not cutting the wood. They're sharpening their teeth. They're using it as a grinding wheel. In fact, this literally is called a grindstone. Is this a bad omen? No, only for me, because I need a good amount of beavers to make the colony. But I think it'll have no impact on your life beyond the shocked reminder of your own mortality. Are you still kicking? Yeah, I don't think anyone else has died, but I can check in on you if you like. Albrot is... Oh, Albrot's lumberjacking. Oh, and then Albrot's... I think you've just broken your teeth. So, be careful, I guess. Why have only you died? I don't know. I mean, what would you rather, Cressup? That all of my beavers start on the same day and they all just die on the same day? That would be brutal to gameplay, wouldn't it? I've been like, well, we don't want to show favourites. So all the beavers are the same age and they all die at a certain time. But just one day, all of your beavers are dead. How's Bumbo? Bumbo's 43, so don't get too attached to Bumbo. I think that's very long in the tooth for a beav. Bread. Oh, the beavers want bread. Oh, the beavers are starving. Well, oh no, okay. Oh, they are starving. So I need a way to cook. I think I've effed up here. How old are you? You are 32. I don't honestly know how old the beavers live to be, but I think 40 seems old for a beaver, doesn't it? So please, can you name your youngest, strongest beaver, Jambeav? I'm actually not sure I can. I think everyone's been named. Yeah, sorry. I'll let you know if we have a population spike, though. They live longer if they ate? Yeah, we've run out of food. I put it on easy mode. Well, I didn't. I put it on normal mode, but I chose the easiest kind of beaver and the easiest map, and I thought it would be a doddle. By default, a beaver lives 41 days. That's really bad. I think I've absolutely done this really badly. How are you usually at resource management games? And we got a drought approaching. When will we customize beeves? We need a lot more science. Our economy is not in a good spot to customize the beeves. This might have to wait until a future stream, I'm afraid. Can you name your youngest, strongest beaver, Cressup? Well, I don't... No. In short, no. Oh, God. They're thirsty. They're hungry. Eat these carrots. Eat these carrots and shut up. That's the beavers, not you. Although some of the beavers are you. Okay, we'll have a new strip of carrots. What do you think about that? Because you can eat carrots raw, which will get us through until we can start cook. Because we're harvesting potatoes, but they won't eat raw potatoes, so that's not very useful for us. A beaver with a house will survive 20 days on top of the 41 days. Okay, well, all our beavers have houses. I'm proud to say. I can't believe I've cadged this up so dramatically. I didn't think this was going to be so punishing. Oh, that's cool, Battery Smooth. I was thinking about the detailer building where you can upload images onto their tails. That's the one I wanted to do, but I'm just so incompetent at the game. I'm not confident I'll get there. I'm not confident I'll survive the drought, to be honest. I think I need more experience. Oh, if I break this dam, then there'll be more water. Is that worth? Is that worth doing? Low priority, but I don't see the benefit right now. Should I try and turn up the UI? Would it be better if the UI was bigger for you? Maybe that's not possible. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, and it's really well, I'm becoming really aware of that fact. What are your beaver's main needs? It's more that I can't grow the economy because everything relies on wood. Like obviously it's a beaver game, everything's wood. And so when the wood reserves start, as you can see, the trees are mostly cut down. So when the wood reserves are looking low, I started looking at how do I deal with that? Well, how I deal with that is a forester. I've invested my science points into unlocking that, which means I can plant trees. But this is built with planks. So you need to turn logs into planks. And to do that, I need a lumber mill. But lumber mills need power. So for the lumber mill, I need this water wheel. So when the water wheel is built, we can plug it into the lumber mill. And then the lumber mill can make planks so we can plant new trees. The problem is all of these buildings require a lot of wood. So things are going very slowly because the wood is not there. But maybe I can employ another lumberjack and we just harvest what we can for now. It's also possible that maybe this tree is big enough to be chopped. So we just push people off of farming, off of whatever that is, storage, and just get them, just rinse the wood we can to get us out of the wood drought. Is it possible some of these beavers are squirrels in disguise? I think given my current situation, if I were to find out that we had some squirrels in, I'd just let them be, you know. I am probably the only pro spy beaver manager. If someone from the squirrel community wants to come and take a look at what we're doing, fine, so be it. As long as you're willing to pitch in while you're here. There's just no way of growing things without water wheel and several. Well, I can grow carrots, and so maybe that will help a bit. Carrots seems to be you've got fast yield but low, carrots are your easy peasy ones. And then you'll get more for baking potatoes, but it takes longer and it requires a specialist building. I just didn't know my way around the game, and I still don't. But we got lots of water saved, so we'll be okay in the drought. And I don't know, hopefully that'll be enough. What time is it now? It's 4:10. So at some point I'll close this off soon. And we'll come back to it later in the week. I'm thinking maybe the hall is a daft idea now. But I've started it. I've invested the wood in it. I did play Frostpunk. I haven't played the new one, but I did do a run of the original Frostpunk, and we did poll options. We let the chat decide for everything. Well, Timberborn's been going for a while. I think it's been going for 2 or 3 years. And I think it's solid. It's cute enough, and it has not massively impressive, but very robust graphics. I think you can have it on easy mode and just enjoy having the beavers, but actually it can be quite a tricky, finicky, technical game as well. But I think they've got something good here. Oh, congrats, Harry. Are you enjoying having the beavers? I think I am, yeah. I think I am. I should look at what Battery Smooth said about Battery Smooth gave us this in front of their So apparently, you can put a little like HTML style color code in their name. I'll choose a shorter name. Let's just try with Bieber. So if we do that and write Bieber, do we have to then put color at the end? Color. Oh, it won't fit. Yeah, Bieber's now green. so there is that. That's quite a customization. Now we know where Bieber is at a glance. Oh, well, hello, Soup for my fam. Are you a VOD catch-up person? Welcome to live broadcasts. You can also do it when naming a district to colour all the beavers in a district if they don't already have a colour. Well, I don't think I want all of them to be luminous at this stage. It's nice to be able to pick out a specific person from a crowd. And by person, you mean beaver. Yeah, as a non-human can be a person, Mighty. It's like you don't even watch normal game. I'm excited about the idea that you can stack on top. I don't have ladders and stuff yet, but like you can build a house on a house like this. And you can even build a little terrace with deck chairs and a little lamp up here so they can hang out on top of their shed. And also, one thing I like, it's a nice touch, but the terrace is bigger than one house. So a terrace has to be like shared between multiple households. But the problem, I want to build them, but I can't yet because I haven't unlocked the technology to build stairs. Although I can afford it now. And they need a platform. I don't want to invest in stairs yet, just in case there's some life-saving technology that will keep us from this shortage, this problem. Make the Harry Hardy beaver ugly. I don't think we have a Harry Hardy beaver. Oh, and the name is Glows as well. That's fun. Maybe I just keep planting more carrots because it's free, isn't it? It's free. No one charges me money to plant carrots these days. Yeah. So the name is the same color as the the color tint. That's good. It's nice knowing at a glance who's who. Does anyone else want their beaver to be a bright, luminous color? Yeah, sure. So, let me look at the color code I got. It's just open bracket color equals hash, and then put the hash in. Okay, that's really easy to remember. So, Albrot will be color equals, and then Albrot, right? Yeah, great. Oh, it's your Twitch color. Great. Yeah, there you are. Bread. Okay, yeah, sure. Ingrid. Color equals Ingrid. Oh, and Ingrid's very similar to Albrot, but then there are only so many colors. They're currently inside the science. There they are. All right, I think we're going to close off there. We have a stock of wood. We have 32 wood. We know how to make our beavers a bright, luminous color. We'll come back to this maybe on Thursday afternoon. We have one dead Cressup. Cressup has died. Timberborn grew up. At some point, we'll just learn more about how this game works. F's in the chat, please, for Cressup's beaver. Save the game. Bum on the wang. Fine. Not what I would have chosen. Oh, thank you for the follow, Battery Smooth. I will probably be back at this time, which is starting at 2 p.m. GMT, on Thursday, if I can. Yeah, another round of Fs. I like Timberborn. I don't understand it yet, but I will. I promise to learn. I will see people on Wednesday evening, where I'm doing a birthday stream of lots of different activities on a wheel. Timberborn again, probably Thursday afternoon, and More Fortress back again Friday evening. That's it from me. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry to see Cressup Beaver pass away, but a shout out to Cressup. I think you have a special Lifeline stream, subathon going on this weekend. As a big Lifeline fan and a Lifeline recommender, it's great to see. See, for you, I think Lifeline is a punishment, but for me, I found Lifeline an absolute wall-to-wall treat. I think that's it from me. I'm gonna head off, and I'll be back later in the week. Thank you for friendship. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for tips about how to deal with wood scarcity. There is a poll on in the Discord about the Mall Society, which is a stream format we've run this time of year in the past. If you're interested in seeing one or participating in one, let me know on the poll on the chat. And if there's definitely enough people, I'll put out a Google form tomorrow or the day after to do signups for that. Goodbye. Well, I enjoyed having a breakdown. That's the thing, Albert. You can't be like, you didn't enjoy it because you were clearly suffering. I enjoyed the suffering, so I had a great time. There's no gotcha that can work on me, because if things are going badly, I'm happy. And if things are going well, then I've succeeded. I cannot be defeated. There is no hole in my armor. It's just problems all the way through. Goodbye. Oh. Hello. And welcome to Normal Game. Look in the mirror. This is your brain on Sean Morley's game. You have tapped into a hidden reservoir of